Got no screen yet. Good morning and welcome to WRMN's Fantasy Football Blitz with your hosts Dave Tease and John Payne. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and our buys this week are the Broncos, Chargers, Dolphins, and Commanders. So get them out of your lineup. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning, John. How are you doing today?
I'm doing just fine. You ready to get started? You got everything set?
Yes, I am. Week 12.
Yes.
It's going to be a fun week this week.
Well, last week was difficult to watch Josh Allen just rip my season apart.
You mean Thursday night's game there?
No, not Thursday night's game. Last Sunday's game.
No, last Sunday, yeah.
Thursdays was a pleasure to watch.
Yeah, Thursday, I was excited with that game.
Yeah, but oh my gosh. I mean, the average score in our week is about 60 points a week in our league. And when he put up $133 last week and I put up 13, I didn't have one touchdown. I couldn't send you one touchdown dance last week.
I know. It was kind of nice.
It was very discouraging.
Let me tell you, I only sent you a couple.
Yeah, I know.
Last 2 or 3 weeks, my team is not scoring. My players ain't scoring, so it's a little rough out there in Dave land.
Hey, you know what, Dave?
What?
You know what that is, Dave? That's opportunity knocking. I got the goods, man. Come get some.
We just made a trade last week, dude.
Why don't you make another one?
Yeah, okay.
I think I can get your number ones for the next decade. That'd be awesome.
So let's get some apologies out to people for last week.
Yeah. My bad.
Hey, whoops on that one. Oh, Lord.
All right, well, let's get started.
Yeah.
Steelers at Bears. That's going to be a fun game.
Yeah.
It is going to be a fun game, even though Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears.
Well, that was when he was in Cheeseland. He's not in Cheeseland anymore.
That's a fact. I'm not a huge fan of Caleb Williams this week for a strong Pittsburgh pass rush. He's a QB1, and we succumb against defensively challenged teams. I know that's your favorite word.
No, offensively challenged was last week. This week is the word of the day, defensively challenged.
Yes.
There he goes, Sesame Street John.
Yeah, he left last week's game with a fracture in his left wrist. He will not have surgery and is pushing to play this weekend. Knowing Rodgers, he usually gets what he wants, so I'm expecting him to play. Should he not be cleared, Mason Rudolph will get the start. The Steelers have been extremely spotty against the run, so Swift has a good matchup. But he's coming off injury. With McGonaghy getting the scoring chances inside the 10, it kind of keeps Swift as a running back, too, for me.
Mm-hmm.
But depends on which Pittsburgh D shows up, the defensive line. Warren is more TD dependent for me if he plays. That's twice. Gainwell has seen more passes than Warren over the last few weeks. It's hard to feel great about the passing game for the Bears this week. Arrow down on Bear wide receivers.
Yeah.
I mean, that pass rush of theirs is nasty. Metcalf on the other side has been boom or bust all year because I have him, and he's been more bust than boom. I can tell you that. I think if Rodgers plays, though, Pittsburgh makes a point of throwing downfield. The Bears are allowing a 59% catch rate to wide receivers on throws 10 yards or more, which is 31st in the league, and they've allowed 8 touchdowns, is 28th in the league. And not high in the tight ends on either side of the ball. Loveland and Kmet, they're splitting targets, and it's a 3-headed monster in Pittsburgh. Actually, it's a 4-headed monster. That one guy in that team's like worth 2 heads.
Yeah.
Darrell Washington?
Yeah.
That guy's just a giant, man.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, he's just a giant. He's got some decent hands. I don't know how much speed he's got, but he just runs you over.
Well, you know, the Bears have a 2-headed monster now. That adds another element to their offense, having 2.
Yeah, but it hurts fantasy owners.
Well, everything hurts
I mean,
fantasy owners if they listen to this show.
Right. Yeah. That's a fact. Yeah, I mean, you just can't trust either Bear tight end.
Yeah, no.
You don't know who's going to get the. And same with Pittsburgh. I mean, a few weeks ago, Rodgers had 4 touchdowns to 3 different tight ends.
Yeah, well, the Bears have, 2-headed monsters on tight end, 2-headed monster on running back now. I mean, those are 2 new elements that you can, work with your offense. So maybe I think this week Bears use that, and I think you're going to see some scoring with the Bears this week. I actually think the Bears are going to walk away with this, and you can listen to that on WRMN 1410 AM. You can listen to the game live.
And if you'd like to call in with any questions, you can call into our studio at 847-931-1410 or text us at 505-926-1410 or chat with us on youtube.com/WRMN.
We had somebody chat in on YouTube asking for a trade advice. I wonder how that went. Hey, listener, let us know how that trade.
It probably went great for the Drake London part of the deal last week, but the Saquon Barkley didn't work out too well.
No. Yeah, I mean
that's what A.J. Brown said this week. They're screaming because fans were screaming because he didn't perform again last week or said he's done. He goes, if I'm done, that means Saquon Barkley's done. because he's just quiet, crying. He's not getting
Is he
the
back
ball
reading
off.
a book on the sidelines there, his Bible book or whatever that is?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Patriots and Bengals. Drake May leads the league in completion rate over expectations. He's averaged over 8 yards per pass attempt in 8 straight games. That has happened only 6 times. The last being Phillip Rivers in 2018, Aaron Rodgers in 2011, and Dan Marino in 1984. And they've recorded 10 games with that. This week he gets to go against the defense, allowing the second highest yards per pass attempt in the league at just under 8. Not a fan of Joe Flacco this week. He'll be without Jamar Chase. They're not activating Joe Burrow. Dave just read.
Just came across the wire.
And New England's defense is pretty aggressive. Travion Henderson delivered for Gamers again in Week 11, turning in a season-high 24 touches into 93 yards and 3 touchdowns. Wish I would have started him in my other league.
Wow, I didn't see that one coming. He played a good game last week.
I've been saying all year, man, I don't know why this kid's not playing, but I guess it was a blocking thing, which it seems to be with all the young. And he's not a very big guy, but you get him outside, he's so fast. He reminds me of Gibbs a lot for Detroit's offense.
Yeah.
The offensive line was still a problem as Henderson only rushed for 62 yards on 19 attempts. Henderson has scored more fantasy points in each of the past 2 weeks than Stevenson has scored in any game over his career. I don't believe Henderson will be put back in the bottle with Stevenson returning, but I also have no idea what Stevenson's return will mean for the distribution. Not a fan of Chase Brown this week unless he's catching passes. The Patriots are allowing a league low 3.4 yards per carry and 58 rushing yards a game to running backs. T. Higgins will work as the feature wideout on Sunday with Jamar Chase suspended. I imagine he'll have a tough time getting open consistently. The Bengals are also not allowing much production for fantasy receivers. Wide receivers have scored 33% of the fantasy points against the Bengals, the lowest share in the league. Part of that is they have been shredded by running backs and tight ends. They've allowed one 100-yard receiver this season, Amara St. Brown. That's it. So take it for what it's worth, but that's my thoughts on it. I'm not big on any tight ends this week on either side of the ball.
Not Hunter Henry?
Maybe when they get by the end zone, he doesn't do anything in the middle of the field.
I'll tell you right now, I would start definitely owners. I would start Drake May on this game. I would start Booty's coming back too this week,
Right.
So he's another start. The receivers seem to be working the field pretty good. I would start the receivers, and you know what? As a flex, I would start Stevenson this week. With the Cincinnati side, like I said, no Burrow, so Flacco's still going to play that game, or is he's out?
I think Flacco's playing.
Yeah, I know he's banged up.
You've got no Burrow. So
Yeah,
Flacco's
I
gonna
would
play.
stay away from. The only one I would start would be T. Higgins on Cincinnati.
Right.
You know, if you got to do that, but I think that's going to be another New England victory.
You know, if you're so high on Ramondre Stevenson, are you going to start him this week?
No, I said as a flex. I don't have a flex option in our league, so
Hey, you're a fifth place team, man. You need to start taking some chances.
got your little fireman Bill laugh. Next game,
Giants at Lions. Jared Goff is coming off his worst game with the Lions and arguably his career. He completed a career low 37% of his passes. He was outdoing the wins against a front end defense. Things can quickly change here to watch that taste out of his mouth. They're a home favorite, and they got the highest team total of the week. There's also a case where the Detroit running backs go nuts here and kind of crash the party. But the layout's strong for Goff. It's probably going to have to get his points early, though, because they're just going to run it down their throat, I imagine. Early reports are Jackson Dart is expected to clear concussion protocol and be back for Week 12. It hasn't always been clean with Dart, but he keeps scoring fantasy points. Coming out of concussion protocol and with the coaching change with the Giants, it'll be interesting to see how much Dart runs here. Honestly, it's been the best part of his game this year. If you have a better starting option, use them. If not, Dart isn't a bad fallback option. Jahmyr Gibbs has been more boom or bust this season than in the previous two.
Thank God.
But this is a spot to play him for the upside. The Giants have been a target all season long when it comes to running backs. They're allowing a league-high 5.7 yards per carry. Tyrone Tracy's been more efficient back over the past 2 weeks, but Singletary's carved out enough work and made an impact at the goal line, making this a frustrating fantasy situation for owners. Two-headed monster.
Yeah.
On an offensively challenged team.
Well,
this is a complete smoke him if you got him game for Detroit. I mean, you're starting both Amara St. Brown and Williams. I like Wendell Robinson a bit this week. I base that on a lot of targets. Theo Johnson seems to get the call more often than not in the red zone. So I suppose he's worth a start if you think he's getting in the end zone. And it looks like Laporta's out for the year.
Yeah. There was a little bit of a rumor yesterday. I read that he might be able to come back and maybe playoffs, late playoffs. But
I mean, if you're looking for a waiver move tight end to grab, I think Brock Wright's the one that's filling in for him now, and that wouldn't be a bad pickup. I mean, if you've got Laporta and you're looking for a tight end, I mean, the tight ends have been scoring this year. I mean, the game's changing. I mean, it's they're more like they're all hybrids now.
The way they're talking, like Winston's going to start in this game here with the Giants, and I'll tell you, owners, he's kind of like been stepping up to the plate, especially around the goal line. Devin Singletary is he had what?
Yeah, he's carved out a role last couple weeks.
Last couple of weeks he's carving out a role over there, and he's been getting in the end zone. So that may be a guy you want to flex or start if you're really hurting for running backs at this point of the league.
If you've got to start any Giant players other than Dart,
you're in trouble.
You're in trouble.
Yeah,
already.
Yeah,
but arrow up though on the Giants. I like Jackson Dart, and when he gets Neighbors back, if Theo Johnson gets another year under his belt, and if they ever get a running game, offensive line, I mean, they could, the Giants could be the Giants again.
Yeah,
but not this year.
They need receivers. They seriously.
Well, like I said, they'll get Neighbors back, which will take heat up. Wendell Robinson's more of a slot guy.
Who was their tight end there? I liked him.
Theo Johnson.
Theo Johnson. Yeah. I just couldn't remember what his name was for a second. I think he's going to be the tight end of the future for them. I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah, he's a young player that's got some good hands.
Yeah, best tight end I've seen there since Bavaro.
Yeah,
but maybe too old for you.
Okay. I don't know. You act like I'm a young buck, and you're like this.
Yeah, you turned 60 this week, didn't you?
Yes,
Happy birthday!
Did. Well, thank you. My wife's birthday, Samantha, is tomorrow.
What's she going to be, like 30?
No, she's going to be 48.
30 years ago, you'd have been in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I would have.
Vikings at Packers. When we talk about Jordan Love, we always talk about how he handles pressure. Without pressure, Love leads the NFL in completion rate at 92% and ranks second in yards per attempt. He's got 15 touchdowns and 1 interception. Under pressure, he is last in completion rate with 0 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. But I think, honestly, you could say that about pretty much any quarterback. If you're blocking for them, they're going to find the open guy. If you're not, they're going to be on their back. We gave him the benefit of the doubt last week at home and a good-looking matchup. The Vikings are on the road and outdoors in Green Bay. I like Aaron Jones this week, but he needs to find the end zone for me to really push him to start. Other than the TD last week, Jordan Mason has backup stats the last few weeks. Minnesota's done a good job since their bye versus the run. Could be a tough spot for Manuel Wilson if he gets the nod over the injured Josh Jacobs. Haven't really heard anything if Jacobs is playing yet or not.
He's questionable. I read that a little earlier.
They may want to hold him out. Manuel Wilson's not bad. He's not Josh Jacobs, but he's not bad. I'm not a fan of my Minnesota wide receivers this week. Maybe Jefferson based on volume. Dobbs is my favorite wide receiver target for Green Bay. Watson may get a splash play or two. Again, not a fan of any tight ends this week. Maybe Hawkinson for Minnesota because a young quarterback loves the tight ends, and he's been kind of quiet this year. But
way quiet. And this is. I'm going to have to say this. This is 2 offensive teams that are offensively challenged this week. I mean, Green Bay just hasn't put up points the last 3 weeks, and their defense is allowing more points than I expected, having Parsons on their team.
Right. I mean, getting Watson back will help. Jaden Reed just came off, just opened up his 21-day window to come back. I know he's not going to be active this week, but when he's on the field, he may be their best receiver. I mean, they've got a 3 or 4-headed monster there with Wicks and Watson and Dobbs and I don't know who I was just
we've been wrong before. This game could become out a shootout. J.J. McCarthy might be able to slow down throwing the ball. He's throwing the ball way too fast, way too hard. He
looks like Caleb Williams. He looks like a young quarterback. Overthrowing. He can't throw the out. It really looks like they're missing Tucker Kraft quite a bit. Their offense has just went since Tucker Kraft left.
You want me to give you another tissue for that Tucker Kraft loss?
No, that's all right.
I got a box right here for you.
That's all right. Okay. That's all right. I've got the great Kyle Pitts.
I'm here to help you.
I'm sure you are. But I like Green Bay at home this week. I think they'll put pressure on McCarthy on the road, and it'll be a tough matchup.
I'm taking Minnesota in this because hey,
you're a 5th place team. Nobody's listening.
Green Bay loses, Minnesota wins, Bears wins, Detroit loses. There goes the Bears up there in the spotlight.
Yeah,
because that Detroit loss was a really good blessing for the Bears.
It was, but we talked about this before the show started. I love the Bears. I love what I'm seeing. I don't know if it's sustainable. But, hey, they keep winning, so
Hey,
I'm on board.
train keeps it rolling all night long.
As long as the train keeps it rolling.
All night long.
Seahawks at Titans. Sam Darnold had his worst outing of the season on Sunday. He threw 4 picks. He's now thrown at least 1 interception in 4 straight games, but he's in a strong spot to bounce back here. I mean, the Titans are terrible. His best fantasy weeks have been predictable to this point. His QB1 weeks have come against the Saints, the Commanders, the Jags, and the depleted Bucks. The only thing in question here is that he could cap the upside of Seattle Rolls Hill. They're already last in pass rate, and they're massive favorites. And Charbonnet and Walker are going to run all over the place on these guys. If Darnold's going to have to, if he's going to hit for fantasy, it's going to have to be early. Cam Ward, I'm not even going to go into depth here. Like I said, still a 2-headed monster at running back in Seattle, although Kenneth Walker finally got in the end zone last week. His first touchdown since week 3.
That made me so mad.
Maybe Tyjae Spears for Tennessee. Seattle's 29th in receiving points allowed to running backs, but only if you're desperate. Obviously, you're firing up JSN and Shaheed. I think they both find the end zone this week. Tennessee could be even worse at wide receiver this Sunday than they have been all season. Calvin Ridley suffered a broken bone in his leg last week and will miss the remainder of the season. Shamir DK left last week's game with a chest injury, and Elick Ayamaner left the final minutes with a hamstring injury.
Yeah, he's questionable.
Yeah, I mean, it just looks ugly.
Yeah.
A.J. Barner is coming around nicely. He had 11 targets last week with 10 receptions. Probably needs a TD to be relevant this week, but Seattle should just mow these guys.
Their defense is going to tear them up.
Yeah.
I mean, their defense has been really, really good all season. I would start the Seattle defense for sure. Stay away from everybody in Tennessee. Literally everybody. I wouldn't even start the kicker over there.
Yeah, because they got to get across midfield for them to try the field goal. But
Seattle, I would tee up on everybody, but Walker is questionable. That showed up yesterday, so I don't know. I can't remember what the issue is. I'll find it.
probably lower body issue.
Right.
It's always a lower body issue.
Yeah, so
he can't stay healthy.
There is a chance he might not play, and it will be my boy Charbonnet.
Charbonnet.
Okay.
Colts at Chiefs. Can't wait for this game.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I got a lot of guys going. I hope this is like 90 to 89 score.
Really?
Yeah, I do, because I got Jonathan Taylor and Mahomes and all them. I want to see points, man. The Chiefs are 11-0 in one-score games last year. This year, 0-5. Mahomes has not lost 3 consecutive games since entering the league. I like Mahomes this week, even with the addition of Sauce Gardner for Indy. This could be a shootout. Daniel Jones has come down to earth the last few games. I look for Indy to use a lot of play action this week. KC has been extremely vulnerable this year to play action. This is a tough game to figure out. Could be a shootout, or Indy deploys 6 defensive backs versus Kansas City and ends up being a bottom scoring game. Field goals, that kind of stuff. I obviously love Jonathan Taylor here. But will Indy flip the script this week where Taylor actually gets the ball in the first half? He gets all his carries in the second half because Indy's up so big in the first half in a lot of their games. But they've come back down to earth a little bit. KC running backs are basically TD dependent. Hunt is being saved by 1-yard plunges every game over the past 3 weeks. KC's been stingy to lead wide receivers, arrow down Michael Pittman. Pierce is having his best year and may get deep on a one safety look. Xavier Worthy and Mahomes just can't get connected, and Worthy's questionable.
Yes, I'm going to say that.
He overthrew him last week on the second play of the game for an easy 60-yard touchdown.
Yeah, I saw that play. Loved it.
I like Rice this week versus zone, not so much versus man coverage. Kelsey keeps finding a way to be relevant, even when wedding plans are the only thing on his mind. Love me some Tyler Warren. We talk about him every week. Just a baller, Trey McBride kind of guy, just a hell of a player. And I think Loveland can get to that level at some point.
I'm going to tell you, you called it last week on the Chiefs-Denver game. You said it was going to be a low-scoring game, maybe 20-17, maybe 14-13 type of score. I will give you that. You did call that score. That was a low-scoring Denver Chiefs game onto that. It was a good defensive battle, and I hope the Chiefs defense does step up in this game because Indy's coming off a bye week, so might be a little bit rusty
Rusty or healthy.
Yeah, but this is a team. The spread is 50.5 on it. So
The total score
yeah,
is 50. Is that the high score of the week? It's got to be close.
the over/under is 50.5.
Right. It's got to be close to the high of the week. I mean,
Yeah,
most of the time you
say
see
it
them
is.
in the high 40s, maybe, but not 50. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I'm excited for this game. I hope I can send you my touchdown dance multiple times.
Well, we got a minute. Go. You got another game. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's go. Jets at Ravens. Tyrod Taylor replaces Fields. Big whoop. Lamar Jackson's looked pedestrian lately. He can't handle the blitz. The Jets love to do that, but aren't good at it. Jackson should bounce back this game. I like Derrick Henry for a hundy and a score this week. Brees Hall's been more boom or bust this year. Only thing saving fantasy owners are receiving stats, which he probably sees this week. Zay Flowers almost got into the paint for the first time since week 1 on Sunday, taking a 45-yard catch and a run down to the 3-yard line.
Shush. Shush.
Before he was tripped up.
Shush.
He should have another good week getting tripped up inside the one a couple of times.
I don't know. What kind of shirt am I wearing today?
Jet wide receivers core is ugly right now. Mark Andrews looked like a fullback last week on the fake tush push for 35 yards. I can't believe he wasn't caught. And Mason Taylor looks like a decent tight end on a crappy team. That's the bottom line. I mean, it's just not a great game. Obviously, it's at the Ravens. Baltimore should smoke them.
I would start the Jets kicker, and that's it. They have no receivers. I mean, really, there's nothing.
No,
there.
with Wilson out, and they're hurting.
Yeah, and the offensive line for the Jets are just bad.
I mean, I feel bad for Brees Hall because he wanted out of there so bad, and Kansas City wouldn't come up to a 3 from a 4. So
You're still crying about that, aren't you?
I'm
Every
crying.
week we have to hear that.
Listen, I'm crying for Brees. Okay, I'm crying for him.
Oh, yeah.
He can't get on WRMN 1410 and cry. So I'm
Hey,
doing
Brees,
maybe he'll
us a
call in.
Yeah, Brees, give us a call here.
Yeah,
847-931-1410.
Yeah, and if you'd like to text us, Brees, at 505-926-1410.
Oh, Lord. You got your first half already done?
I've got my
You
first
got like
half
a minute
done.
left there, 2 minutes. In case anybody doesn't know, when we talk about our touchdown dances, and there's 3 of us, the rest of them are all like, stuck up. They don't play the game like Wheels, you and me do.
Right.
And every time one of our guys scores, we actually send a touchdown dance. It's an image that we get on the image thing on your text line. And I got a couple. I got 2 of them. They dance. We got these little characters that dance when you get a touchdown, and we send them to each other when our guys score. And it's annoying sometimes when your guys ain't scoring.
Like last week.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I had to get the what do you call that? The pledge and dust off my phone because it was getting dusty from just sitting there all day.
My fingers are going to be cramped up from doing it this week. I hope.
I hope I got calluses on my finger.
Well, that's our music for our break coming on up here. This is Dave Tease and John Payne here on WRMN 1410 AM downtown Elgin, Studio 14. You guys call in, text in. John's going to check to see if we got any trade questions or who to start this week. Phone lines are open, 847-931-1410.
And we got a question when we come back.
Oh, we do?
Yep.
Whoopee. There we go. So get some coffee, get some eggs, and let the dog out really quickly, and then come back and get ready for our second half of Fantasy Football Blitz.
Blitz, 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 blitz.
All right, welcome back to Fantasy Football Blitz here on WRMN 1410 AM.
Dave, I'd like to stop you before you get started and say you're doing a great job on the board today.
Thank you.
You are. You're doing a good job.
Thank you.
Got a nice haircut. It was your birthday this week. Things are looking up for Dave Tease.
It
You
is.
might even get to 4th place this week.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Hey, are you still in first, John?
Yeah, I am.
You are, huh? Yeah.
Sure am.
Should we
First
show
place.
everybody that
I'm
you are
crushing 'em, man.
not in first place right now?
stole your phone.
Wow. Yeah, no.
Listen, we got a question to get to first before you get started.
Okay.
Freddie Rod, 2913. Would you start any of these guys over A.J. Brown? This is a PPR. Wendell Robinson, Quinshon Judkins, or Alex Pierce, or Romeo Dobbs?
I stay away from Rondell Robinson in that game. I would. Who's Dobbs? I would start Dobbs this week.
I would not. I would start A.J. Brown.
Really?
Yes, he's due. They're at Dallas. I got to think that they got to get him and Devonta Smith going at some point. They got to put an emphasis on that.
Yeah, they do. Their offense has been a
I-
little bit challenged
I
this week.
Yeah, and if I was going to switch, I'd probably go Judkins over him because I like the running backs in the flex positions. If you have a flex, by the way.
Yeah, we'll be talking about those games coming up here.
But yeah, I would personally, I would start A.J. Brown, but Dave would start Dobbs. But if you saw Dave's record in the 2-minute warning, you'd listen to me.
Shots fired already, man. It's just the second half here.
Zinger!
So thank
All
you.
right, Dave,
Thank
it's
you
all
for
you,
your
buddy.
question. Thank you for the question. So I'm going to do the second half of the games. This one here is Jacksonville at Arizona.
Yuck.
Hey, Jacksonville coming off a win. Wasn't much of a win, but it was a win.
Their
last week.
defense is definitely saving them.
Yeah, that's actually here. Jacksonville's D has been getting better against the pass and the run. So, but at Arizona, they have no DeMarcado this week. So, and what do you got? Knight is your running back, basically, and Brissett is your quarterback, and Trey McBride.
Is Harrison back this week?
I can't find anything that he is back this week. I don't think he is.
that Michael Wilson had like $185 a couple of weeks ago.
It's the only receiver, of course,
Yeah, he
other than
looked
McBride.
Right, I mean, but he looked good.
Yeah. So last week the Jags held Herbert to only 81 yards passing.
Yeah, he's got no offensive line. They just rushed him and he couldn't do anything. He had 1 second to get rid of the ball.
And they also stopped the run. Vidal didn't have much for a running game.
Right.
It was a bad game all around for the Chargers. The Jags offense is still not that good yet. They don't have Thomas coming back this week. He's out. So
Those high ankle sprains, they last a while.
And Jacoby Myers showed up on the questionable list there too. So Trevor Lawrence is going to have a little bit of problems. Cardinals D has been doing good in the secondary, but stopping the run they're not really good at this week. So I would tee up ETN.
Yeah, he's having a good year.
Yeah, he's having a good year. I would step it up. Trevor Lawrence holds the ball a little bit too much, and each week he's hit or miss. Last week he was miss. He only had 180 yards. No, I think a little bit less than that. Passing. So
Yeah, I mean, honestly, they don't care about their fantasy production as long as they're winning games. But as fantasy owners, it sure is frustrating when you thought he was going to be something that he's not
yeah,
yet.
just an average quarterback, like you said last week. Just an average quarterback. So I would, on Arizona, Brissett, if you need to start a quarterback, McBride, those are the two I would do on it there. And I would definitely this week, for on the Jags side, I would definitely start Trevor Lawrence, ETN. And if Myers plays, I would start him. And I would definitely start, if you have defenses in your lineup, start the Jacksonville D. I think you're going to see a pick six this week.
You like them. You like to predict those pick sixes.
Yes, I do.
I know you do.
We haven't had a lot this year. I mean, there was that 1 week where we had a bunch of them, and then that was kind of it.
Well, my defense never gets them.
Yeah. So, other than that, I mean,
Yeah, it's tough to start anybody right now in either team.
yeah, right.
Honestly, I mean, ETN's probably a start for Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
And on the Arizona side, Trey McBride. I mean, honestly, maybe the Jacksonville D.
Yeah.
I mean, if you need to stream them, but there's just not a lot there.
Yeah, they are. Next game, Browns versus the Raiders. My personal opinion on this whole entire game, I would start nobody but the defenses at this game.
I actually picked up the Vegas D because Shedeur Sanders is starting, and I think Max Crosby is going to run him over like a truck. But
Crosby is back. He's going to play this week, and the guy is a beast. Crosby is a beast. He's like the whole defense rolled into one. He puts the pressure on the quarterback. He knows how to get around the offensive lineman, and he's always in somebody's face.
Yeah, he's good.
And his story of him in the past being hooked on heroin and being out of the league, and then got off there, cleaned himself up, and look where he's at today. He changed his life completely, and the guy's a monster.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah, he's a total monster. So that being said, both teams suck. Personally, I would say both teams suck. My recommendations is to I would start Judkins and Gentry this week. But I'm going to tell you this right now: Gentry is going to have a hard time against that. Gentry. Gentry's going to have a hard time with that defensive.
Oh gosh, yes, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't start Gentry this week. You almost had me say.
Yeah, right. Well,
I wouldn't start Gentry this week. I'd start Judkins this week, but I don't know that I'd start Gentry. I have Genty. I'm not starting him.
Yeah, but when you play a good defense, sometimes you do
Cleveland's
pretty
tough,
good. Yeah,
man. They're tough.
yeah, their front line is really good on it there.
And Myles Garrett's just a beast, man.
Sanders is going to be the quarterback this week. He came in last week, really had a poor performance.
He doesn't throw the ball downfield. He didn't do that at Colorado.
Who does he have to throw to, though?
Yeah, true.
He has nobody to throw to.
Cedric Tillman, man. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, that's a stud right there. He's always open. He's so fast.
This game is. I imagine that the Raiders are going to blitz the crap out of him. They're going to throw everything they can at him.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's going to be like a deer in headlights, and that's when they'll tee off. But maybe he Deion's up and shows some flashes. Who knows?
Hey, this is his chance to shine.
Yeah.
So if this is your chance to be the starting quarterback and shine,
and listen, if you're a
Take that
Shedeur Sanders
opportunity.
fan, don't expect a lot. I mean, he's young.
right?
I mean, this game is not going to define his career.
Yeah.
So just take it with a grain of salt. I don't expect a great game, but hey, you never know.
Yeah.
Maybe he does okay.
You know that Watson is in the 21-day window to come back. Deshaun Watson for the Browns.
Yeah.
You may see Watson back in probably about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's a possibility, but then he'll get hurt right away.
Good when he's came back. I mean, obviously the worst contract in the history of the NFL.
Yeah, I would. If he come back, I would want to play. I'd be like, I ain't got nobody to throw the ball to.
I mean, if I'm paying him that kind of money, he's playing.
Yeah,
I don't care. I mean, when
Get
you
out
got
there.
Shedeur Sanders and Dylan Gabriel, who don't look like they're going to be much at all anyway, yeah, he's playing. I'm letting him get the crap knocked out of him. Anyway.
Falcons at the Saints. So weather won't be a factor in this game.
No, but the quarterback play of Atlanta will.
yeah. When you got Falcons have Kirk Cousins as your starting quarterback, you'll have Drake London back. As far as I know, he's still questionable, but I think London will be playing in there. You got Robinson as a running back. Pitts is just not having that year.
He's catching balls.
He's catching balls
in the end zone.
Yeah, right.
I mean, he's
So that
dropping
last
balls
week-
too.
Yeah, but I'm going to see Kirk getting a really good game out of this one.
What happened to him?
Kirk Cousins?
I mean, 2 years ago or last year, he looked good the first 4 or 5 games, and it's like, bam, he hit a wall, and that was it.
Yeah.
He couldn't throw the ball 5 yards downfield and hit anybody. It's like, I don't know what happened to him. He's always been a decent, efficient quarterback, and he was okay the first couple games last year, like I said. And then he hit a wall, and he's just been terrible.
Right.
Terrible. Doesn't look like he couldn't start for Larkin.
No.
I mean, he's just been terrible. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he needs LASIK surgery. He's not seeing the
Maybe
field,
some glasses
man.
or so. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I believe he came in this, third or fourth period of last week's game. Did pretty good.
Yeah, but he was in another time this year. Didn't look good. Didn't look good last year when he had to get in there a couple times, and after he was benched. And I don't understand it. Obviously, Bijan's your guy. Algier's been getting a lot of touchdowns.
I would start Robinson. If I was a fantasy owner, I would start him because the Saints D is really not
Kinda
performing.
suspect, yeah.
Yeah, they can't stop the run. They'll run that ball down their throat. That's why maybe Kurt would be a lot better. He's going to have to throw the ball much. With the Saints side there, Kamara is questionable again. Don't know what's going on with him. I mean, I know he's hurt, but maybe he doesn't want to play anymore. I don't know. Once again, you got, is it Shuck?
Yeah.
We can never figure that out.
They
I don't think
pronounce
nobody
it
can.
Shuck. It should be Shao, but
Yeah.
it's Shuck. Do you know that guy is 26 years old, going to be 27?
Really? And he's a rookie?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I didn't know that either. And I just ran across it the other day, and I went, they're going to base their future on this kid that is already an old
Hey,
man.
you never know.
Yeah.
You only need a
Chris
guy.
Winkie came in the league at 29, I think I remember.
You only need a guy for a few years to win a couple Super Bowls,
Yeah,
You
well,
never know.
They're
It doesn't matter how old
they
you
need
are.
more than him.
Don't be age discriminative on a player. The Saints, their Juwan Johnson has been doing really good as a tight end.
Mhm.
I would start him this week if you have him on your team.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
And
Hill,
we've talked about young quarterbacks like
yeah,
the tight end and the running back position.
and Hill hasn't been doing anything. I mean, he came back and he hasn't done nothing.
Well, they know when he comes in the game, he's running the ball.
Oh yeah, or throwing it.
I mean, he hasn't thrown it much. He hasn't caught it much. Maybe they should try that.
Yeah. So with this, you only got, oh Lord, Hey, I just said, "Oh Lord," for the first time today. I just caught myself onto that one.
I'm waiting for you to pronounce a name here.
I know. Olave.
Yeah.
We'll still say Olave, Olave. I would start him this week. Atlanta's D is hit and miss on the secondary.
Actually, their secondary is number 1 in the league.
It is,
but you can be passed on. They're just not giving up touchdowns. But
that's why I think having Johnson.
He may get deep on one. Yeah,
I think Johnson is definitely a start because they have Atlanta has a hard time with the tight ends, and tight ends are touchdown dependent.
and the game's at New Orleans.
Yeah, it is.
It gives them a little help. Not much, but a little.
Next game I like a lot. Eagles and the Cowboys. This is going to be a good game, I think. It's in Dallas. Hey, you don't have to worry about the weather in that game neither.
What if they open the roof?
No, Eagles and the Cowboys. Eagles defense is good.
Yeah, they're real good. The Jalen Carter's a beast.
But they are going to be playing a team with Dak Prescott, who actually is having a great year this year. He's got CeeDee Lamb and Pickens on both sides. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Pickens is having a year, but it seems like when CeeDee Lamb comes onto the field, he just throws the ball to Lamb, throws the ball to Lamb, throws the ball to Lamb. It's like Lamb's got to be the target.
Did you notice last week, the start of the game, Lamb and Pickens were out the first series?
Really?
They made him sit. That's because Lamb was out gambling all night. And he rolled in at 7:30 in the morning on game day. That's what I heard.
Really?
And I don't know if Pickens was with him or not, but they both had to sit the first series. That's why they ran the ball 3 times. They were 3 and out. Boom. But yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. With the Cowboys, Williams good running back.
Mm-hmm.
So the Cowboys I think are going to give the Eagles a hard time in this game because I think Prescott is going to use his legs a little bit, and he's been using his legs a lot more this season than I've seen him in the past.
Yeah, I mean, offensively, they should be able to keep up, even with a tough Philly D. They should be able to keep up with the Eagles. Defensively is where Cowboys are going to have problems.
Yeah, but with the Philly side, A.J. Brown, the invisible man, he is just, I don't know. And then you got Smith. They're not passing the ball, like you've said. We talked about this with Hurts. He's just not throwing the ball. Barkley is not running the ball. He's not picking up those big numbers or those touchdowns, thank God. Not that, because I like to see Hurts throw more, but I'm not starting Hurts this week. I'm going with Jackson. Right now, I would start. You cannot not start everybody on Philadelphia. Goddard.
Right, and Dallas is probably going to play zone against them. But Brown can find the seam in those zones. It's if Hurts can hit him.
Yeah.
Devontae Smith's more of a flyer.
I would start Ferguson and Goddard.
Yeah.
I think the tight ends are going to have the game this week.
I don't know what the over-under, the total is on this game, but it's got to be up there, man. Like I said, Philly's tough defensively. It's at Dallas. Dallas turns around 4 days later and has Kansas City come in there.
I actually have this right now at 47.5, so it is up there.
I mean, that's not
Not a lot.
high, but it's not low either. I mean, that's like a 27-24, 28-24 kind of game, maybe, in my opinion. But it'll be fun to watch. I do think that the Philly wide receivers have to get going. They have to make a point to get them going to open up things for Barkley, too.
Right.
I mean, offensively, they've been challenged. But like I said, I think they've got to get him going. That's just me. Dallas, like you said, on the other side, they may have the best wide receiver combination of football right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know that anybody's better. I love Higgins and Chase, of course, but
this is a game that has really good receivers on both sides of the fence.
Right. Mm-hmm.
We could see a shootout in this one. I think we might see a shootout in this one. Other than that, next game, Tampa Bay against the Rams.
That'll be fun.
That's in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
The Bucks. Godwin is playing this week.
Mm-hmm.
No Bucky Irving.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely out. So that's sad for me. Baker is having his guys back with Goddard, but Evans is still not there.
Yeah, he's done for the year.
He's done, so he's still not there. So, but he's got some really good receivers. The Rams defense is really good. I think they're playing the best defense they've had, since last year. You got receivers. You got Nakua is having a great game. He'll be back into there.
Devontae Adams just keeps scoring.
God, I know. And how long? I mean, how old is he now? I mean, he's up there in age, but he keeps scoring every week. He finds the end zone. Stafford is actually having a good season with Devontae Adams. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah,
you know,
a great season.
and he got another Williams on there, running back. He's having a great year. So I think this game. I'm going to tell you this right now. This game is going to be a high-scoring game. The over and under they're projecting on this one, I think, is going to be lower than we think it is. No, actually, John, it's 49.5. So
yeah, Tampa Bay can put up some points. This Sean Tucker I talked about earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Man, I said they had a three-headed monster there when they had Irving and White and him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's proven that theory correct. He's a quick little sucker.
Yeah. So on this game here, I would definitely I would actually tee up everybody you got on both teams there.
Yeah, why not? It's Sunday night. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, it's a Sunday night game, which is a good game to watch. I think this is a good game to have for Sunday night.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And then let's go to the next day. Monday, Panthers versus the 49ers.
Which Panthers team shows up?
Panthers are 6-5, and I think we're going to see a good Panthers team show up. Leggett had a touchdown last week, and how many yards did why am I taking a brain fart on the quarterback over there? Bryce Young. How many yards did he have? Like over 400 yards throwing?
Carolina just shocks me. I don't know which team shows up, but they're beating teams.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what to make of it. Ted McMillan's really the only receiver they got. They've got a great run game, although they didn't use it last week.
No.
They threw the ball all over.
Well, Rico Dell had one. He ran it into the end zone, but his foot barely touched the line, and then they had to call it back, which was too bad, too sad for you. I would start definitely on Panthers. Bryce Young, if you're a PPR, because he seems to be throwing the ball to McMillan, and now he's got Leggett he's using as a target. Rico Dell is catching more passes now out there, and I would definitely start those guys on that team. And then you got Purdy back for the 49ers. You got Pearsall back, and you also Christian McCaffrey. George Kittle had 2 touchdowns last week. McCaffrey had one. So I think Purdy's got a little bit feet wet coming back for a long time off there. Pearsall back. I think this is.
I think McCaffrey had 3 last week.
He could have had 3. I'd have to look at Wheels' touchdown dances.
Did you? Did you? I read yesterday that they didn't pick up Brandon Ayuk's option.
Yeah, right.
And that they're done with him.
Right.
I didn't know if he's going to play this year, but they're done with him. Joe Mixon, by the way, is not playing this year. They've ruled him out for the
He's
year.
done too. Yeah, but
Not that has anything to do with this game, but
you see Ayuk go to another team next year.
Yeah, I mean,
his contract's up. They're just going to let it go, and he's always hurt, so why keep him?
Yeah.
So basically, guys, this game, I would definitely, every 49er, if you have him on your team, start him. And same thing, I would actually do that on the Panthers. Start him. I think it's going to be a good game.
Let's hope so. It's a Monday night game.
Are you ready for our 2-minute warning?
Yeah, and if we got some time left, we need to talk about these games that are Thursday.
Yeah, we
and
got.
Friday
So let's
this
kick
week.
through this really quickly. And we got the Thanksgiving games we'll talk about real quickly. And I'll get those set up. You want me to start out with mine while you're getting yours out?
Mine's up, but I just need to write down what
our answers are?
Yeah.
I don't think you're writing them down wrong. Because what was I, 3 and 7?
You're just terrible.
Yeah.
You should.
I don't think that's right. I'm going to go back and check that out.
It's correct.
I think you're a cheater. Okay, I'll do mine first.
All right.
Will Barkley get a TD this week?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
What do you say?
I say no.
All right. I need your answers too, not just the question.
I know. Will Drake Mays get 3?
Drake May?
Drake May. I can put an S at anybody's name I want to. English
Evidently.
teacher. Will Drake May get 3 TDs? Throw for 3 TDs. Sorry. Will Drake May throw for 3 TDs?
Oh my God. I've got the same question.
You got to be kidding me.
Mine is, does Drake May account for 3 or more TDs at Cincy?
we don't tell each other our questions.
No. Okay, so let's do yours. I can come up with another.
Okay, I'll say.
What are you going to say?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to say yes.
Okay. Over under in Minnesota and Green Bay is at 42.5. I'm going to take the over on this one.
I'm going to take the under.
Okay. Trevor Lawrence. Will Trevor Lawrence throw for over 200 yards?
Who they play?
I forgot. We talked about that. Jacksonville and we just talked about this. I got to hear Arizona.
Yes.
You say yes? I'll say yes. Okay. And then my last question is, who will win between the Browns and the Raiders?
I'm going to take the Raiders.
I'm going to take the Raiders too.
All right. You ready for mine?
Yes.
Does Kirk Cousins throw for 220 yards at the Saints?
I'll say yes.
I'll say no. Who wins, Browns or Raiders?
You're kidding me.
No!
We have two of
the same questions.
We're cycling here now, man.
Oh my God. All right. Well, I'm going to change mine.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to change mine. We'll just skip to that one. Unbelievable. Okay.
Lord.
Who is the first team to score in the Indy KC game?
I'm going to say Indy.
I'm going to say Indy. Because every time Kansas City wins the coin flip, they defer. Who wins the coin toss? The Steelers at the Bears?
Bears.
I'm going to go Steelers.
That's a good question. I like that.
All right, here's another one. I got to come up with two now.
Thank God I did mine first.
Over and under touchdown dances that you will send me. And it's at 5.
I'll say over.
Over?
Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely saying under.
See how
And
he takes
I've got
a
to come
shot.
up with another question.
Yeah.
Well, let's see who's playing.
Do.
Jets at Ravens. Does Tyrod Taylor account for 2 touchdowns?
No.
I'm going to say yes.
Who's he going to throw him to?
Himself.
Okay, we got a couple minutes, guys. We're going to do something a little different because Thursday is three games. First game is going to be Packers and Lions. A great Thanksgiving game right there. Always got to have the Lions in there. Why don't we just talk about who's going to win? I'm going to take the Lions over on this game on Thanksgiving. They always do good on
They're
Thanksgiving.
at home. That helps.
Yeah, right. What do you think, John?
I'd go Lions there.
Okay. Next game, Chiefs and Cowboys. This is another good game here. This is going to be in Dallas.
Yeah, this has got shootout written all over it. It really does.
Yeah.
They may have Dallas may have a tough time running the ball. Kansas City always has a tough time running the ball. They have no running back. But passing wise, yeah, this could be a shootout. Start your receivers.
Yes, that's our music. And in the last game, Bengals and Ravens. Joe Burrow may be back. What do you think? I think this is going to be a Ravens. It's a division matchup. It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be low scoring.
I'm going to take the Bengals on the road, and I think Joe Burrow comes back and he lights it up. And Friday's game is the Bears at the Eagles.
I know.